This video is for Kindling Bolton. She asked, or she said she would love to see a video where I break down alcohol addiction. And I'll stop there with the message. So I can talk about this because I just went through it. Well, not alcohol addiction though, but just with the things I was eating. And what's important to understand is all addiction is the same. It doesn't matter, all of it. Whether you're addicted to salt or sugar or crack or meth or cocaine, like, it's all the same. And what I mean by that is the root causes of addiction are all the same for everybody, regardless of the addiction. This I learned through doing shadow work and just trying to figure out, like, why the fuck can't I, I did a year on fruit. Why the fuck can't I go back to fruit? Like, why the fuck am I struggling? Like with this vegan junk. And so I needed to know, like, I really wanted to get to the bottom of it because, one, I didn't understand it. And I wanted to get back on fruit, and I just wasn't able to do it. And I started wanting fruit less and less and wanting vegan junk more and more. So I did a lot of shadow work before these truths I'm about to share with you were revealed to me. Probably about a year, easily. Just shadow work, just searching, digging, asking questions, And at the root of all addiction is the first layer before you, the layer right above the root before the bottom floor is ungratefulness. Like, there's a lot of layers. And right before you get to the bottom layer, the absolute root cause of all addiction, the layer above that, or level above that, is ungratefulness. Now think about it. The only reason that we want to do things that are not good for us is because we want to feel better. Like, you ever notice everything you're addicted to is just bad for you? Like, everything. Sugar, salt, fats, oils, starches, all linked to different diseases. Like, many different diseases. If you're addicted to wine, they say a glass of wine a day, whatever, is healthy. Could be. But if you have an addiction to it, then you're drinking much more than a glass, right? If you're abusing it, then that's an addiction, right? It's alcohol. People swear that weed is not addictive. Well, why the fuck you smoke it every day then? Something going on, right? First thing you do in the morning is smoke, wake and bake. Come up with a cool name for it to make it more acceptable. Wake and bake. First thing you do is smoke. You smoke all throughout the day. You smoke at night. You're not addicted. It's not addictive. Fuck out of here. It's very addictive. But what's really addictive, though, this applies to anyone that has an addiction. It's not about the vice. That's just a means to an end, right? Whatever the vice is, like I said, wine, crack, salt, sugar, sex, you know, whatever it is, that's just a means to an end. What everyone is looking to do is escape. They're looking to escape their current reality. They want to feel better. Everyone with an addiction, everyone, they want to feel better. They want to be happier than they are in that present moment. In that present moment, they're thinking this moment could be better if I was having sex right now, or if I was at the bar having a few drinks right now, or if I was smoking a blunt right now, or, you know, if I was high right now, whatever it is. And so the ungratefulness comes in, right? Because when we say that, it's really a type of complaining. Like you're saying through your actions, this moment isn't good enough. I'm not happy with it. I want it to be better. Which means you're not grateful for the moment as it is. This also means you're focusing on what you feel is wrong instead of focusing on all the things that are right. Because with me personally, it was like one of the things I asked myself when I was coming to these realizations about me. Like, it's like, Kev, you're so blessed. You're so blessed. Why isn't that good enough? You're healthy. If you're healthy, you have everything already. What greater blessing is there? There is no greater blessing than to have your health. It's like you have the greatest blessing available already. Why isn't that good enough? Why do you still feel the need to chase happiness? Why aren't you happy now? You have the greatest blessing you can have. How is the greatest blessing not good enough? And you're chasing lesser blessings that are not even blessings. They appear to be blessings because they make you feel good. But look at to what expense. You're putting shit in your body that's not supposed to be in there. You're eating shit that you know is linked to many different diseases. Because you want to feel better. Why isn't this good enough? Like, look at all you have. Like, look at all, like, you have a place to stay. You could be homeless. You're not homeless. You could be hungry. Like, literally not knowing where your next meal is going to come from. You're not in that state. You working? You got income? Your bills are paid? It's like all these blessings that I was ignoring and focusing on what I felt on a subconscious level was lacking in that moment when I'm just sitting in the house and maybe I'm bored because I'm just here by myself and I'm just sitting on the couch and you know I'm feeling like I don't have nothing to do, right? And I don't like the way it feels. to just be bored. I don't like the way it feels. So I run. I run from it by going to the vegan spot and getting some shit that I know I have no business eating. But now I feel better. Now I have this vegan junk. I'm not bored no more. Right? And there's this like fucking dopamine release that I'm getting. Right? I feel better now. But I would feel better if I was grateful for all of my many blessings. And that would be good enough. And then I wouldn't feel the need to chase happiness or pleasure or to feel better or comfort. I would have all of that already and more if I was just focused on my blessings and grateful for them. And so every addiction, it's the same thing, right? People are trying to escape. They're trying to get away from something. It could be depression, insecurities, you know. People, like shit, you could feel like you're a loser. You could feel like no one loves you. No one wants you. Everyone hates you. You could feel like you're ugly. You're unattractive. You're stupid. You know, like a whole host of things, right? And it's like things like this that people are focusing on and trying to escape, right? Now, this brings us to the root cause of addiction, which is deception. When you're able to see the truth and stop believing these lies, this is how it happened for me. You know, addiction is gone. Lies, deception is the strength of addiction. It produces the ungratefulness, the complaining energy. Like you don't have to verbally be complaining to be complaining, right? So, deception, right? That person that thinks they're a loser, that's a lie that they're believing. That person that thinks they're unattractive, that's a lie they're believing. That person that feels like they're hopeless or worthless, no one loves them, everyone hates them. These are all lies that they've accepted as true. Because they accepted these lies as true, it produces feelings that they don't want to feel. It produces a dark energy. And they want to run from it. They want to escape that. They want to feel better. Drugs make it happen instantly. It's an instant fix. But does that make sense? Like, you see how that works? You know, whatever level of addiction, whether it's just something you're eating or something you're injecting, like whatever level, it's the same thing, the same cause for everybody, right? So, yeah, I had to look away from the camera because I felt like I was fucking going cross-eyed. Like I've been making a lot of videos lately. Felt like my eyes was just, you know. But yeah, so that's what I know about addiction. You know, I'm not here to share my opinions. I'm not here to share what I think. You know, I don't give a fuck about my opinions or what I think no more than I give a fuck about other people's opinions or what they think. I'm only here to share the truth. I'm here to share truth that people can use to set themselves free. And that's the truth. Universally. I don't give a fuck where you at, what you're addicted to. At the root of it all is ungratefulness that is built upon the foundation of deception.